Before we get started, make sure y'all smack that like button, smack that subscribe button upside the head. Let's get it. First off, I just want to say I'm very, very, very proud of them Auburn Tigers. I think we might have fucked it up for Alabama this year. I think we might have spoiled they playoff trip. Even though we didn't come out with the Vic, I think that Auburn has did enough to keep Alabama out of the playoff, and that's a success. Fuck the Tide, shit. But on the flip side, that was a good ass game, man. That was a good ass game. That game was better than I expected, for real. I thought Alabama was gonna blow out Auburn, but Auburn came out ready. Auburn came out motivated. Hugh Freeze, you definitely was your seat was warm. But we gonna back up off you right now because you showed up today. You showed up today. But I don't know what happened at the end with this defense. Why y'all wasn't in no prevent? Like why y'all man to man, you know, with 0 seconds on the clock. Y'all supposed to be in a prevent, cover 5, cover 6. Come on now, y'all supposed to be facing the quarterback, seeing where that ball going. But you got your cornerbacks. You got my man James Jr. back there with his back turned to the quarterback. You bound to get smoked on a jump ball. You can't even position yourself to get ready for the ball when your back turned to the quarterback in a jump ball situation. So that was just a big mistake on Auburn's behalf. I feel like when they got that fumble when Jalen Milroe when they had that long fumble and they went back 15, 20 yards, I thought that was it for Alabama. But Jalen Milroe for Heisman, man. That boy, that shit. I ain't even a Bama fan, but Jay Milroe something serious, man. Did y'all see the pinpoint ball he put in the back corner of the end zone from the 40-yard line, man? That's an NFL pass, man. That boy is something special right there. I see why Saban trust him the way he do. Cause he definitely put an NFL throw back there for that guy, and that guy made a play, man. That receiver made the best play on the ball anybody could ask for. But that DVD that DB number 4 James Jr. Bruh, I know that one hurt. I know that one hurt. I know that one hurt. I know it did, cause there's nothing that you can go back and say or do to change that situation, man. It's just over with. He caught that ball on you. He caught that ball on you. What you should have did was tackle his ass. You should have took a pass interference. You should have DDT'd his ass. Straight up. Power bombed his ass in the air. You ain't catching this ball on me. Not for no game winner. But he definitely got that thing. That Alabama-Auburn game never fails. Never fails to excite. That's why I think it's the best rivalry in college football. I know Michigan, Ohio State played, but to me, I feel like Michigan, Ohio State is irrelevant. Not to the fans. I know a lot of Ohio State and Michigan people love their team, but as far as on a national scale, I feel like that game irrelevant because y'all not going to beat the SEC. It don't matter what Michigan, Ohio State do. Y'all not going to beat Bama. Y'all not going to beat Georgia. I don't even think y'all can beat Washington. I can't see Michigan beating Washington. Michael Penix is just, come on. Even though they won by a field goal today, but still. Michael Penix is the truth right now. And I just don't see no Ohio State, Michigan. I don't see Michigan beating them. So right now, this playoff shit looking crazy. You got Georgia, Ohio State, Michigan, and Washington in the top 4. But since Michigan won, you're going to have Michigan at the top with Georgia. And Washington gonna be number 3 now. So who gonna be in that 4th spot? Is it gonna be Oregon or is it gonna be Texas? You know what I'm saying? Cause I know Saban wanted Texas to lose today, and I know he wanted Oregon to lose, but he better wait for next week. Cause Oregon gotta play Washington. That's a playoff game. Alabama gotta play Georgia. That's a playoff game. And Ohio State just had their playoff game. So basically, we got to see what happens next week to even determine who's going to be in this playoff, for real. Because even if Bama beat Georgia, I still think Georgia going to get in there, but they going to put Bama in there too. Just mark my words. If Bama beat Georgia, they gonna put Alabama at number 4, and it's gonna be Georgia, Michigan, Washington, and Alabama. Cause they gonna look past Oregon and Texas, especially if what you call them if who the fuck Texas losing this Big 12 championship, cause they gotta play Oklahoma, I think. So it's up for grabs right now. The playoff up for grabs. But big shout out to Auburn. Big shout out to Hugh Freeze, man. You came out there and had them boys ready to play. Thick Pen, you did your thing. You know, I criticize them a lot, but y'all came out, y'all showed up tonight. Y'all supposed to win this game. Auburn was supposed to win tonight. I don't know what happened in them last minute and a half, but y'all had that game by the balls, man. Especially when he threw that long ass fumble snap when Jalen missed it. That was it. It was in the bag. I just knew. Oh yeah, it was in the bag. I'm posting on Facebook and everything. Then turned around, looked up at the TV. Goddamn, Jay Milroe. And I'm telling y'all, the way that Alabama is gonna beat Georgia, Jalen Milroe, he's gonna have to run that option run. He's gonna have to run that play option to a T. Because that's the same thing Auburn did against Georgia. Auburn ran that play option. That Thick Pen ran for damn near 100 yards on Georgia. Ain't no way Auburn's quarterback should be able to run for 100 yards on anybody. Y'all seen the size of that boy? That man, he tall, but that man's small. He ain't got no meat on him or nothing. He ran for damn near 100 on Georgia. So just imagine if Milroe start running on Georgia. Come on, man. Georgia gonna be in trouble, man. So I think now that Alabama done slipped away and got this one out in Auburn, I feel like Alabama's gonna go on and beat Georgia and be in the playoff. Cause the committee is not gonna count a close game, a close Alabama Auburn game. They're not gonna count that against Alabama, cause Alabama is already solidified, and Auburn is Auburn is the ultimate underdog team every year. You can't sleep on Auburn. It don't matter if they 1-8 going into this game. They'll fuck around and beat Alabama. So the committee know that. The committee know that records don't matter in an Alabama-Auburn game. So for Alabama to go in and pull this one out, it actually makes Alabama look better. It actually makes them look better. Even though Auburn lost to New Mexico State Tech Campus College for Arts and Performance, even though they lost to Bobby Boucher in South Central Louisiana State, even though they lost to New Mexico State, it's all right. But we ain't gonna spit on New Mexico like they sorry. New Mexico is not sorry. They gotta play. I think they gotta play Liberty, or they gotta play some other good school in they conference. I forgot. I gotta look that up. But New Mexico got a quarterback named Diego, who's a Hispanic. That man about 6 foot, 200 pounds, and run like a goddamn baseball player, all around the field. He lead the team in rushing, passing, all that shit. And they like 9-3 right now. So New Mexico State is not no pushover team. They're a good, solid football team. Auburn just got hit in the mouth. Just came out there like, oh, we got this one. Oh, we gonna beat them. New Mexico, we gonna beat them. That's what happened to Auburn. And they got punched in the mouth and didn't know how to respond. They ain't know what to do with little Diego and them down there. So even though Auburn took that crushing loss to New Mexico, the committee still not gonna hold this Alabama-Auburn game against Alabama as if like, oh, y'all had a good game against a team that lost to New Mexico. No, because that's that same Auburn team that lost to New Mexico put up 45 points on Arkansas, beat Mississippi State, beat a lot of these schools. So Auburn ain't no pushover. They just not having an elite season. They not having a breakout season, a Cam Newton season, a Cadillac season, Ronnie Brown season. They're not having those underdog seasons that we used to, So the committee not gonna take nothing away from this game. Alabama is still solidified. They definitely own the creep. They creeping into that playoff. Creeping. With one eye open like this and shit. Creeping in that motherfucker. Anybody lose, I got you. You lose a game, Alabama gonna take your spot. If Oregon lose to Washington, they spot gone. Texas lose this Big 12, they spot gone. Straight up. Even if Washington get beat by Oregon, they still gonna put Bama above on the rear. I bet they still put Bama over Oregon. So I feel like this playoff is gonna be if Alabama can go to Atlanta next week and beat Georgia, it's gonna be Georgia versus Alabama and Michigan versus Washington. Or they're gonna make it Michigan versus Bama and Washington versus Alabama. I mean Michigan versus Bama and Washington versus Georgia. One or the other. But I'm pretty sure Washington gonna beat Oregon. But that's a toss up too, because Bo Nix playing like a motherfucker. Even though I really don't fuck with Bo. I think Bo is good as Bo is on this college level. Surprisingly, I still feel like Bo is a practice team quarterback in the league. I don't think he's stout enough for that league, man, to play quarterback. You gotta be, you gotta be stout, man. You gotta be ready. I don't think, but we're gonna see. I might be sleeping on Bo. But I feel like Michael Penix is a way better quarterback than Bo. But in college football, it's all about the team. And that Oregon team is playing way better than that Washington team right now. So this Washington-Oregon game going to be up for grabs. So this playoff shit going to be crazy than a motherfucker this year, man. Shout out to Auburn for making noise, man. I hope we got a bright future ahead of us. I hope and pray that Auburn can contend for the SEC championship in the next 2 years. I don't know about next year because Milroe and them still be there. I think Carson Beck coming back too. So Georgia and Bama and then Ole Miss, they still can. So the SEC gonna be rocking for the next 2-3 years, rocking hard. Shit, SEC been rocking hard forever. So this shit ain't never gonna stop. When is Auburn gonna just make that stamp in they organization that we always hear? We ain't going nowhere. So that's what I like to see with Auburn, man. But shout out to Auburn. They had a good game today. Hugh Freeze, you almost froze Bama. Freeze almost froze Bama, goddammit. You are no longer on my hot seat. You on the one. Your seat good and cozy, man. Be cool. Just be cool. And get them recruits in there. But if you come out here next year and get beat by San Jose State or Sam Houston Tech, bye-bye. Bye-bye, goddammit. Because you're not going to sit down here and embarrass us like this all goddamn. You know what I'm saying? We need to win. We need to contend in the SEC. We not finna fall back and end up like no Vanderbilt or no Wake Forest team. No, Auburn not finna be like that. Auburn gonna forever be Auburn. And that's what we showed tonight. So shout out to Auburn. Shout out to all them guys out there at Auburn, man. Y'all played y'all ass off, man. One play determined that game. So for the most part, for the whole game, y'all played as a team. Y'all played critical tonight. Y'all was on point. Y'all gave y'all home fans a game to watch tonight. Y'all definitely gave them their money's worth. So shout out to Auburn, man. Y'all keep doing that shit. Keep y'all head up, man. Get ready for this bowl. I'm excited to see who y'all playing. Shit, so let's do it, man. Shout out to Auburn, man. War Eagle, man. Fuck Roll Tide, man. P.S.A, man. Auburn look good tonight.